Hi everyone, today we have I have something new that I've never done before. So not giving away any spoilers. Well, actually, I'm just about to tell you what's going to happen. A couple of weeks ago I went fossiling, and this is something I do on my beach back home in Kent quite a lot, and I hadn't done it in a couple of years, and I managed to find a rather awesome shark's tooth. So I'm going to cut to that footage now. Oh
my god, look what we just found! Oh my god, it's the hugest, most biggest shark's tooth I've ever seen in my entire life!
This is the awesome tooth in question. Look at the size of that thing. It's massive. This little guy is going to be jealous to have teeth like that. So I've had a bit of a Google and a bit of a research to try and see what species this has come from. It's quite amazing to see the different shapes of different shark's teeth. I didn't think I'd be able to narrow it down very much, but there are definitely a lot of different shapes of tooths. And for me, which is really awesome and really cool, I think I'm pretty much certain, unless any shark tooth people out there would like to tell me different, in which case please do. I'd love to know exactly what this is, but I think it is a member of the great white family. Probably, I imagine, an extinct version of one of these, as this is a fossilised shark's tooth, not just like a normal washed up shark's tooth. It's fossilised and stuff. So yeah, so today, to mark the fact that I think it is so absolutely awesome that you can find fossils, and pretty much I would have been the first human to ever touch this thing, let alone the first, you know, first thing to find it in God knows billions, millions of years or something. I don't know my fossil dates, but I'm going to say that because it sounds cool. I'm gonna draw a bit of art to commemorate it, and well, my plan is to draw a great white of today. I can't begin to guess what they look like before. I imagine pretty similar, but I want to try and draw it so that the tooth perspective is fits this, so it's all kind of in a very foreshortened, very weird perspective. At least the teeth kind of is the same size. We'll see as we go on. I don't have giant paper, so obviously I can't draw a life-size great white shark. But what I can do is, I've got a few pictures up in Google. I've counted how many teeth I can see visibly on the top jaw, and I'm going to put this tooth, you know, in the place of one of the teeth in the top jaw and kind of draw from that. Who knows, I may only be drawing a jaw today, but hopefully in what's left of the little bit of white paper that isn't filled up with teeth, I will be able to squidge in bits of the rest of the shark, because there is no way a whole great white shark is fitting to scale on a bit of A2 paper. It wouldn't really get the name great then, it would just be meh white shark. So let's get to it. So I had a super fun time drawing this big old shark here. I will admit, I imagine that this tooth isn't the tooth that goes right at the front. I imagine it's probably a small one that sits at the back, and therefore in real life whoever made this tooth was probably a lot bigger than our wee little great white shark here. I also will admit that I found it difficult to do. I really enjoyed it and I liked the challenge, but you often see me do small intricate invertebrate kind of species which have shells and lots of colours and lots of points where you can kind of make sure that you're drawing on the right path. I struggle with bigger things that are lumps of the same colour. But this guy's extinct, probably extinct great white species tooth, so maybe he did look like this, and maybe he did have these proportions, and maybe he did look as fat as he does. He's definitely doing well for himself, so I have fun. I hope you guys liked it, and I just like the fact that this was a bit of a different way to inspire me to draw. So I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. I'm trying to think of a shark pun. I hope you have a good bite to eat later. I'm glad that I finished this painting. It's difficult to draw something that's great and all white. Yeah. Have a good week, everyone. I'll see you next week.